Beautiful day out again. Coming down nicely. All comments on. What's the story, people? What are you up to? What's happening? So I come on for the old chats. I'm out for a cup of coffee and a walk around the place there after my dinner. I was at kickboxing this morning, weighed myself down to 107.5 kilo. Some going, boys. The fasting working like caffeine as well. What's the story? Ain't happening. What's going down? UFC tonight. I'll watch the highlights tomorrow. It's too late in the evening. Too late in the night to be staying up. What's going down? What's everyone up there? Stick a comment in and we have a little chat. What is the topic of conversation? Is that bench good to go to sit back on? Yeah. There's no bird droppings on the back of it. What's been going down? What's the story? I've been just like, you know what? I'm after finding a good bit of peace in myself the last couple of weeks and be able to start getting things done again. My fitness and all that is through the roof again. I'm super fit again. I was slacking on the fitness there for a while, but I'm super fit again. Super fit again. I'm feeling it even up sparring. I was up sparring today and I could feel it, like I could feel the snap is back in the punches and the kicks, like I'm moving a lot better. I'm not weighed down. When I get down to 100 kilo, I'll be better again. Just another stone now, and I'll be back to ripped to bits, ready to go. 100 kilo, boy. That's the way forward. 107.5 this morning. And well, no, about lunchtime, I weighed myself after kickboxing today. It was 107.5, 107.5 kilo. We started at 117.9 or 8, so we're going well. I have this good again. This is good. The head is good. The head is in a good place. Disengaged from all the negativity and started working on real life stuff that matters in life. My health, my fitness, my family. Everyone's going well. Not been engaged in madness, just madness that means nothing. What's the story, Paul? How are you, brother? Hope all is well. I see the gloves for Andy, they're nice gloves. The gloves you got done for Andy, they're serious there. They look well. The official no-nonsense gloves with Andy on them. That's the one, boy. I was just saying there, and I'm in a good old headspace now since I pulled away from all the dramas and all the madness and all that. Like I'm unsubscribed from loads of dark side channels. I kept a couple of them there. Ones that I'd watch. Yours been one of them, and Kudos, and a couple of others. But I disengaged from all the madness. What's happening, Dino? You alright, brother? Hope you're well. And it's good, like, it's good for the head to pull away from all that. It's all make-believe dramas. And people, what's happening today on the dark corner? It's like Emmerdale, you know what I mean? It's like EastEnders or something. If anyone's out been locked up or in jail, right, they'll know what I'm talking about, right? Do you know them boys in the jail, they can't wait to get banged into the cell, get ready for the doors to be banged out and locked because they're mad to watch Emmerdale or EastEnders or Coronation Street. They're like, it's mad, it's funny. Sometimes it's a good thing to clear. 100%. 100%. 100%. But yeah, that madness is yes, that's the job, Paul. 100%, bro. 100%. If I'm not doing that later, I'll jump on. But I might be a bit busy now tonight with the missus and that. With a few bits going on. But if I have 20 minutes, I'll jump on for the chat if you want. And the break. I'm finished with that dark side stuff now. It's full of dribble. I'll still have the chat with you and Kudo and things like that, but anything else, I have no interest whatsoever in. You know what I mean? I'm back in a good place, I was 18 and a half stone there one time, but I wasn't 18 and a half stone in years. You know what I mean? I'm back firing all pistons. I'm fit again. I'm after running 100 kilometres in 12 days. Some people do this 100 kilometre challenge in a month and all, right? Run 100 kilometres for the month or whatever. I'm after doing that in 12 days. I'm after dropping over a stone and a half in about 16 days. An extremist. So yeah, just look at that tractor. Boys, it's not too bad of a day out, like. The sun is shining. That's the last of it now today. Tomorrow is hailstones and thunder and rain and the whole lot tomorrow. So enjoy the last of it. 100%, Paul. I'm in a good old place again, like. I'm not going to get mixed up. Anything in real life ever happens where it's in front of me, then we can deal with it. Anything outside of that is just a dribble on YouTube. And I'm not going to engage with dribbles on YouTube anymore. Anything that happens outside of, in front of me, in person, then we can deal with that. We can deal with that because it's happening in front of us. With all the dribbles on the internet and go back to your EastEnders, your Coronation Street. Go back to living behind the door there. You know what I mean? You're all living behind the door. What's happening, Baz? You alright, brother? Hope you're well. Hope all is well. What's happening, Peter Mellon? Hope you're well, brother. Hope all's well with you. I'm out now enjoying me Saturday, out in a stroll. Hope you and Romeo are alright. I see Romeo on one of Kudo's lives the other day. He's alright, he's at the calming down a bit, fair play to him. He's back into this real life stuff, not this madness on YouTube. Fair play to him. I see that Andy was on your live one of the days, Baz. I see he was on your lives one of the days. I can't remember who he was. He was having a bit of madness or something on one of your lives. I watched it for about 5 minutes. It was a bit mental. From what I seen there was a bit mental. Andy with the hair, the traveller chap, and the straight talker. See, he was on the lives one of the days. He was cracking up. It's the last of the sunshine today, boys. Yeah, but it was mental. I see, I watched it for a few minutes. I watched it for about 5 minutes. And it was a bit funny, like. It was a bit mad. It's a bit gas, wasn't it? Do you know what I have now at the minute, boys? And I'm fighting everything in me patience to not react, alright? I have a couple of neighbours there. They're like, they're a bit mad. They're a bit mad, but they'll do nothing, like, you know what I mean? They're just a bit mad in general, like. There's something like the lift doesn't go all the way up. I'd say there's a few serious addictions going on there at the minute, right? But for the last couple of weeks I was wondering why my post wasn't getting, there was a couple of posts never got there. And we have like 8 post boxes out in the hallway, and not one of them are theirs, like, they're in the next building. But you're able to walk into our post area. But there's a couple of the neighbours that are saying there that they weren't getting their post. And I get an email off the bank the other day saying they sent me out a new bank card a couple of months ago, and I never activated it, but I never got it. Every bit of me missus and all the time, he said, John, don't go up near the door. Don't go near the door or they'll ring police on you. But I know they're after been fishing through the letterbox. It's no one else, only them, fishing in through the letterboxes, right? And every bit of me is wanting to go up and just punch the face off them, right? But they'll be ringing the police on each other every night. They'll be killing each other and they're screaming at each other and ringing the police on each other, right? So, if they're ringing the police on each other, if I used to go up and just start punching the heads off of fellas there, they'll ring the police on me in 2 minutes. You know what I mean? They're ringing them on each other. So, but they're going through me post, like. Me post. There's me and a couple of the boys' posts that they're going missing in there, like. And these are like dealing with heavy addictions, like. And they're not fully there, they're screaming at each other all the time. And when one of them screams too much, the other one rings the police, like. You know what I mean? So if they're ringing them on each other, if I go up around that door, not knowing fully that I know they're after doing it, it's obvious who's after taking me post and all, right? But if I go up and start flogging these people around the hall up there, I'm getting another assault charge, you know what I mean? So I just have to ring the bank on Monday and tell them I never received the card. They can't use it anyway, they don't know my PIN code, they can't activate it because they don't know my PIN code and all. But there's like, what other letters are they after taking that I'm after missing, you know what I mean? Could be important letters there, important correspondence. Important correspondence I'm missing out on, but these absolute threats to society, these I have to stop myself, but I can't let it get to me, like. But I go up there and I skull drag the two of them around the hall up there, you know what I mean? In 2 seconds flat, not a bother, like. Not far from Waterford, brother. That's it, Paul. But like, I know for a fact, like, they go screaming, shouting and acting and go on like they're a bit scummy and they think they're a bit this and a bit that. But if I just go up and give one of them a kick into the head, straight away they're on the phone to the police because they'll be shouting at each other and ringing the police on each other. So if I go up and hit one of them saying, get out my letterbox, crack, get out my mailbox, they'd run to the law, like, 100%. But they're dealing with, like, I know what it is, they're getting off their head on tablets or whatever, and whatever the rest. They're falling around the place and going through letterboxes when people are not after checking them and all. That's what they are, Baz. Dregs to society, like. Dregs to society, 100%. Look, I was in a bad place with addiction myself, but I never robbed a neighbour's letterbox, like. You know what I mean? I've done a fair bit of drug-induced crime in my time, but I never went through letterboxes, like. You know what I mean? When I used to be addicted to drugs, years ago. I've done a few bits, but I never interrupted with people's correspondence with other people, like big doctor letters and all I'm after missing out on there, like, you know what I mean? But I'm going to ring them up now on the weekend, and I'm going to stick a little camera in the hallways. You know, you get those little cameras, the little small ones you can watch from your phone, when you get them for about 30 or 50 quid or something. And I'm going to stick one in the hall. And if I see one of them come in on camera and touch a letterbox, I'm going to flog them all over the hall and then tell them if they want to go to the police, that's grand. So I have you recorded. I have you recorded going through letterboxes, and this way you're getting a kick in the head. And if you want to go to the police about that, you do that. Oh, it's good, like, it's a good country, it's a lovely country, brother, but it's a bit mad. It's a bit mad at times as well. These people are definitely going to the police, like, they'd go to the guard 100% they would. But in the same voice then, they let on to be the big hard drug addicts, you know what I mean? They'll do nothing, like. It's skull drag the tube around the place in 2 minutes. It's just some cheek going into my letterbox, like. And I'm fighting everything inside me to stop me going up and just head kick straight into the neck. Give him an old paddywhack. Yeah. Well, believe me, every part of me is fighting that. It's telling every part of my body's telling me to do it. I know it then. So I just have to ring the bank on Monday. They'll send me out a replacement one. And I'll be watching the letterbox then. And if I see them even stand into that, they've no business standing into that hall. They're in the next building. So if I even see them standing into that hall when I'm watching out, they're getting done. I'm going to kick them in the head. I'm going to kick the face off them. If I catch them in the act, I haven't banged the rights, they're getting kicked all over the hallway there. That's it, boy. That's it. They're simple, like. They're a bit mad, like. They're a bit... The elevator don't go fully up, like, you know what I mean? They're a bit sick and then they're taking drugs down on top of it. So they're just pumped up, mentally ill drug addicts. And you'll just have to give them a half a kick into the neck. But if I go up banging on their door, they'll just ring the police on me. Some dregs to society that are robbing all the letterboxes around the apartment, bro. And it's obvious who it is. I don't even know their names, I just know that they love ringing the police on each other. And they're always shouting and screaming, because I always hear them through the wall in my place. Because their building is right next to my building, but it's connected. But they have a different hallway and letterboxes and all to us. But I've left out a few roars through the wall at them a couple of times. And like, shut the fuck up. And they'd shut up, like. They'd shut up in 2 minutes. They'd be trying to get the daughter to sleep and they'd be screaming and having murders in there. So I'd crack the wall and say, shut up in there. And they'd shut up, like. But they're a bit wonky, like. They're a bit wonky. That's it, Baz, like, they just ring the police, you know what I mean, Baz? That's what I'm on about. Yeah, bro, 100%, that's more or less what it is, yeah. But they go on like they can do everything, and then if you do something to them, they'd ring the police on you, you know what I mean? Yeah, Baz, that's it, just have to be careful, bro. Just have to be careful, because I can't, the last thing I need now is another assault charge going against me, because I have a couple already and I've done jail for assaults and all before, so I don't need any more, like. So I have to be careful, like previous convictions for assault and all, and fighting with people on the streets and all. So the more you're in front of a judge on a similar crime, the longer they give you each time. I haven't been in front of a judge. I have an assault against a fella in Waterford 2018. Then I have an assault against a policeman going back about 5 years ago, 6 years ago. So the next one will be another one and get me bigger jail than what them other ones got me, you know what I mean? You know yourself. When I got sober, I had no charges. All I need now is sober assault charge. Then I'm definitely getting about 6 years. Alright, JP, what's the story? So you alright, brother? Hope all's well. What's happening, Moon Boots? Moon Boots. Moon's boss. Oh, what's the story? Who's that? What's the story, Moon's boss? You alright? Hope all's well. John Gorman, hope all is good. Big up the baker in the chat. Big up over that. Big up, people. Hope all is well. Let's go for a coffee and a bit of a walk. It appears that they're filling up here, look. Few bits going on. It's Lou. Oh, yes. What's happening, Lou? You alright? I didn't recognise the name there for a minute. The name's different. You must have changed the name, did you? Big Baz. Big Baz, boy. Big Baz in the chat. Hiya from the HMP. Yes, big up, doggy. Hope you're well. Not a bother to you. You'll have 5 on your back, not a bother to you. Big up, Big Baz, big up. I can't even pronounce that name. That's coming. Ali. That's mad. That writing there, it's like all symbols. Fair play to you, good up. Fair play to you, good up. You're up over that. All good, bro. Went for Glasgow, down to Hull, got caught riding. Ah, well look, Dougie, you're in there now, bro. And what you do over in England this year, I think you only do half in England, don't you? I remember when I was in Pentonville. I was in Pentonville there, Pentonville prison in 2018. 2018. And you only do like half. You only do half. You only do half, brother. But what's that 2.5 you do out of 5? Well look, you're grand, not a bother to you. You'll do it comfortably. Get down to Hull, got caught right. Well look, you felt like it was worth the cause. Felt like it was worth it, so more power to you. And look, 5, you'll do it on your back, not a bother to you. How's it going? 1,000 trees now. Enjoy the left leg of chicken. Yeah, the jail munchers. There's only a couple of them do be all right. Majority of them do be a bit stinking. Yeah, bang on, man. Yeah, man, bang on, and yeah, to whoever asked, yeah, it was worth it. Get them out. Fair play to you, Dougie. Look, that's what you're about, brother. You stood by what you felt like it was worth it. We have a big, massive riot here. We have a big, not riot, we have a big, massive protest in Ireland here in Dublin on the 26th of this month. I'm going up to it. I'm going to do a live from protest and all that. And we'll give you a look at that protest over here, protesting about mass illegal immigration. It's going to be good. Jimmy Newman, yes, brother. What's happening, James? I seen you done your camping video and all, bro. Fair play to you. You're off doing it. You're off doing your thing. Fair play to you, brother. More power to you. I see you're after pulling away from all that dark side as well. It's not There's no growth in that, it's just stuck in a pattern, bro. Just stuck in a pattern. But fair play to you on the old camping. I see you and the dog and all, a bit of steak, and I was watching it this morning, I gave it a like and all. Fair play to you. Best I can be, look. Yeah, it could have, 100%. I remember that, like, there was riots over that. But this is going to be like the one in Dublin now here, the 26th, is going to be, there's a good lot of people expected, like. The Brit, there's a few of the British on here I have a good bit of time for. They're grand, brother. They're nice old people. There's no hatred in them, no sourness in them. I'm taking a plane ride over. Fair play to you, Gus. Fair play to you. Are you coming the 26th? Are you coming the 26th, Gus? Yeah, Jimmy, look, that's what it is, like, leave it. I'm the same, bro, since I pulled away from all that dark side stuff. Me views and all that, taking a dive, but I don't care, like, I've more peace for myself. I'm not engaged in all that, man. I don't feel like it. Do you know when you be engaged in that and you be looking back on yourself, going in these back and forth and these madness and all that. They're all back and forth and you look like a sausage. Everyone involved in a back and forth looks like a sausage. A fully grown man arguing over the internet. I don't get that cringy, horrible, sausagey feeling looking at myself arguing with another man on the internet anymore. So they can keep their views and all, like, I'm not stuck. I have a few quid. I'm not loaded, but I'm not stuck. So, like, it's not worth it for the couple of quid you get here or there. Come off feeling cringy and, like, looking at you and another sausage partake in a fully grown bitching match on the internet. It's not worth it, like, you know what I mean? Oh, you're not coming over for the 26th of this month, brother, April. There's a protest on up in the Garden of Remembrance in Dublin. That's what I'm on about, bro. Right to the right. What's the comment? Right, you're all getting blocked, aren't you? Jimmy, big up, that's it. I still have hopes you build a channel. Yeah, you can build it like you, as they reckon. I've heard a few people say before, content creators on here, like the camping videos and all, that's supposed to be like good content. That's supposed to be good old, that's supposed to be one of the best types of content you can build on it, like, you know what I mean? And it's just staying consistent, even if they don't get the first few are not going to. It's like when you build your channel from the start, Jimmy, same as myself, same as anyone else. When you're building something from the ground up, right, it's not going to boom straight away, like. You have to give it time to grow and grow and grow and get out to an audience of that genre, you know what I mean? And eventually it'll build again, and then you're after building something that's not on that simple side of YouTube, that dark corner of blah 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 blah, fully grown men going on. Like, I can't say nothing, I partook in it myself, but I just don't engage in it now. Do you know what I've done, Jimmy? I unsubscribed from all the dark side channels, more or less. Stayed a couple, like you and Kuddo and James Bare Knuckle and Liam. I kept all them, and Big Baz and all that kind of things, but the rest I don't even want them. When it comes up, do you want to be recommended more like this? I don't even want to be recommended more like this, you know what I mean? I lived in a few counties, I'm not a big farmer, I missed it every day. That's it. You can't beat your own, brother. Yeah, me too. My scroll looks completely different these days. Kudo, you've seen my beard now. You feel threatened, don't you? Yeah, John, 100. There's banter, then there's that madness on YouTube. Yeah, Baz, you're better off, but I see you're trying to do something with your conspiracies and all that. Better off engaging all that type of stuff, you know what I mean? My mum was from Dublin, my dad was English. I have family in Ireland. I always said one day I'll visit. Yes, Alan. Big up the Irish family, Alan's family in Ireland. Hope you're all well. The Irish roots. Respect, same to you, Baz. Respect to you too, brother. Carrick Fergus, one destination, first destination. That's one part I've never been to now. I've been all over Ireland. I've never been to Carrick Fergus. I know where you're on about. I know about whereabouts it is, but I've never been there. I might come Ireland. Can I camp in your... I don't have a garden. You can camp in the communal garden in the apartments. There's a big gardeny part in the middle of the apartment blocks. You can pitch it in there if you want. The Fitzpatrick family lineage. Big up the Fitzes, boy. I'm Fitzgerald myself. But the Fitzpatricks as well. I know a few Fitzpatricks. Another strong Irish name. Do you know where like the likes of them names originated from? Like, I have like Viking blood, them Fitz names, Fitzpatrick, Fitzgerald. They all originated like when the Vikings landed in Ireland. They all have like Viking heritage behind them. It's mad when you look into it. Yeah, but not like Danny G, like, oh, I'm a Viking. Not like Danny G, but like that's where my name originates from, like the Fitzgerald name. If you look it up, it goes back to like the Vikings landed in Ireland so many thousands of years ago or whatever, and Fitzgerald was one of the names. But Danny G, I know he thinks he's a 21st century Viking. He thinks he's, I'm a Viking. The man is after playing way too much Assassin's Creed. Valhalla. That's what he's after doing. Wicklow, I'm a Connolly. Yeah, that's another big Irish name, Baz, Connolly. You can trace that back. You can trace that name back to where it originated. Alan Watts, up the Vikings. Isles, Ox Meadows. You up over that? Yeah, but Danny G's on something different. I see he was supposed to have a... It's not happening now anyway, but I see he was supposed to have a knockoff of your man HS Tiki Toki or something. There's bits of a Viking in all of us. You're up there with that 100%, John. Newfoundland, Viking settlement. That's what it was like. The Vikings, they got around. The Danes and the Norse, they all got around like. Explains why all my family were all over 6 foot and big monsters. All my uncles and all like my cousins and all are big lumps like, and all but came before them. My grandfather was a big lump as well. He was a big bloke like. They were all big blokes. Still Viking DNA. Damn straight. Skull. We're going to pin John Gorman's comment. There's a bit of Viking in all of us. You up there, that? Yes. What's happening to Blue Baron? You alright, brother? How are you getting on? I need to go get my old haircut, boys. Tom Shaggers. Yes, boys. Yes, boys. 100%. Good bro yourself, not too bad. Not too bad now. Just was out for a stroll out and about the place. Get out of the house for a while. Cup of coffee. See what's happening, you know yourself. Hope all's well with you. Not far, just outside Waterford City. Not far from Waterford City. No, I'm not from the Ivory Coast, no. True story, Google it. I work in York, UK, an old Viking settlement itself. Whilst digging in the main square, workmen discovered a 2x8 Viking. Jesus, that's some size. That's some size. What? Alan, yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one. That's a big one. He must have had a good feed that day. He must have been eating well that day. 36 grand. There's the most expensive bit of excrement you'll purchase. It must have felt good getting that one out. Imagine so. Imagine that one staying stuck up inside you. You'd be, oh my guts. You'd have to be getting that one out of you quick fast. Exactly, Blue Baron, literally. He's literally talking a lot of... $100%. 100%. Gonna cash in my Albergris on that topic. Yup, where that goes. But there is, and like over this direction. What's happening, boys? How you getting on? Not too bad. How you getting on? Nice motor, boy. I don't drink. I haven't drank in about 6 years, boy. No. gets punched in the head. I gets punched in the head for a laugh. That's what I does for a laugh. I gets punched in the head. Fair play to you guys. I was just talking to a couple of the boys there, the young lads that be up kickboxing with us. Send them into the kickboxing. But yeah, the boys will be sending the young fellas up kickboxing. Good old, one of the young fellas there done well a couple of weeks ago. He won a few gold medals there. This channel is actually worth watching after scrolling through the most random. Yeah, fair play to you, brother. Give us a subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. I love come. Yeah, Baz, 100%. Come see you, but next time. Yeah, Baz, the next time you're in Ireland, give me a shout, brother. I'm only to seeing that comment there. The next time you're over this way, give me a shout. 100%. Wicklow's not too far from me. How are you, boy?
Well,
not too bad. I do fishing out there.
I don't know where I want her now. She's not going anywhere.
He's nice, there's a fair bit of driftwood, boy. Yeah, 100%. Well, that's it, like, why argue when we're both suffering the same consequences of mass illegal immigration, brother? It's not just Ireland, it's not just the UK, it's everyone, like, we're all getting the belt of it, like, we're all dealing with the same stuff. That's it, Baron, 100%. Yeah, we're getting a belt of the unknown. It's coming in, flooding us, the unknown. And if you open your mouth about it, you're getting labelled and put into a category, which isn't true. It just suits their own stuff, you know what I mean? Yes, Alan, fair play to you. Fair play to you, Alan. Glad to hear you're doing well. Sounds like a good one. What's the weather like? Is the weather still good over in England, boys? Because this is the last day we have no good weather. Look at that for a view. And definitely, Baz, give me a shout the next time you're in Ireland. I'm not too far from Wicklow. I'm like between Waterford and Wicklow. I'm between like Waterford and Wicklow, not too far apart from the two of them. Protect our cultures, 100%, Baron. There's things now that aren't the cultures there. Yeah, like that's it. We can go back to square one if we want. But I seen that, like, even up in Belfast, like, there's a lot of stuff after coming together. What's happening, Mark? Not too bad. Fuck all now. What story, Chip? I'm just out doing the old business. Yeah. Talk to them. Yeah, not a bother, Mark. Sound boy. Yeah. Baron, we go back to fight each other one day. But like, I see what I'm saying there is up in Belfast. I see like Protestants and Catholics have come together for the one cause, like, which is good to see, like. which is good to see, you know what I mean? It's good to see that. And it can only get better, like. The relations between the two tribes can only get better, like. My missus is Protestant. Like, I don't, like, class a Protestant of Northern Ireland any different than a Catholic of Northern Ireland or a Catholic in this country. Like, it's the one island. It's the one breed of people, more or less. You know what I mean? We're all born here, like. My missus is Protestant, I'm Catholic. That's not the threat. We're after integrating. We're living amongst each other for hundreds of years, thousands of years even. We more or less have the same type of culture. Only difference is one is called Protestant and one is called Catholic. We more or less have the same culture, like, you know what I mean? It's the other ones that are coming in. It's the other people that aren't integrated or have been left in unvetted. They're the ones that are doing the damage, like. That's where the damage has been done. See, the old shipyards in Belfast are on the list too. That's what I'm saying, Barn. Like, we have the same beliefs, more or less. We have the same, like, moral standards, more or less. I'll put it to you this way. We don't believe in putting our women in burqas and having 7 wives and putting our women in burqas and disciplining them to the extreme. We don't believe in that, like. That's the way other people from different cultures would treat their people. You get me? Treat their women and treat the we have a different way of life. We land in one of their countries and start dictating and start calling the shots. You know what I mean? We couldn't land in Islamabad or any other, like, or any of these other cultures. We couldn't land in any of them and start calling the shots. You know what I mean? And that's it. There is only two. There is only two, Baron, 100%. We couldn't land in Angola, Islamabad, or places of that nature and start dictating the shots. You know what I mean? Where I come from, boys, right? I'm living in a place between Waterford and that now, right? But actually, where I come from, right? There's a Catholic church. It's on a place called Irish Town. Yeah, good luck, boy. But there's a place where I come from called Irish Town, right? And there's a church. And right across the road from the church, they're now building a mosque, alright? Reverse the role there, right? Imagine trying to build a Catholic church in the middle of Islamabad or wherever, across the road from a mosque. What happened? What would happen? I know what would happen, and you know what would happen. Imagine landing in Pakistan, Islamabad, highly Muslim populated parts, right? What happened if you built a church across the road from a mosque? Can anyone tell me, or anyone have a fair idea what would happen? I know what would happen. It wouldn't be allowed, like. It wouldn't be allowed. The powers that be in them countries wouldn't allow it. It wouldn't take place in the first place. You know what I mean? They have different beliefs and different laws to us. You know what I mean? Will we be facilitated in other countries that well, like? Fair enough, if these people want to have it, like, They're not even they're letting them in unvetted. They don't know what they're like. It's even coming out. People have been arrested over here now, and it's coming out they're not really are who they say they are, and it's coming out they have horrific crimes behind them, which was never discovered because they weren't vetted, and the crimes are only coming out after the fact. You know what I mean? It's a dangerous situation. It's a dangerous situation, like it's a dangerous, very, very dangerous situation for England, Ireland, and anywhere else to be involved in. Like, we're in uncertain times, we're in scary times. Things aren't what they used to be, people, you know what I mean? Things aren't the way they used to be. And the people in power are facilitating everything to make sure we don't get an easy run of it, like. They're putting me, you, and everyone else's family at risk for the sake of the profit, for the sake of staying in power, for the sake of many things, you know what I mean? Profit over people, that's what's happening here, like. Profit over people, 100%. That's what's happening. There's an amber lamp. That's what's happening here now in this country. Profit over people, boys. What's everyone else up to anyway? What's everyone at? What's going down? There's this protest now, the 26th of April. I'm looking forward to it. There's a good bit going to be covered up here at this thing. And there's going to be numbers. If enough people group together, then people will listen. They've no choice but to listen. And this thing on the 26th, from what I'm led to believe, is tens of thousands of Irish people are going to descend on Dublin. And when tens of thousands of Irish people descend on Dublin, the government have to listen. They have to listen, like, simple as that. They have to listen to the overall. They can't just, it's alright one or two people here or there, or 60 here, or 100 there, or 70 here, 70 there. But when they all group together on a joint venture, all singing from the same hymn sheet, all quoting the same stuff, all relaying the message of uncertainty and the mass illegal unvetted immigration that's coming into this country. If everyone vocalises that, tens of thousands of people vocalise that, they have no choice but to listen. You know what I mean? It's alright ignore and not engage with a handful of people, but you have to engage with tens of thousands of people if they land on a certain situation and voice their opinion. Then you can't ignore it, like, you can't brush it under the carpet then, because that's tens of thousands of people, you know what I mean? I'm going off now for a run tomorrow. I have now step sprints and 10 kilometres to do tomorrow. We're stuck in. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it at that, people. So come on for the old chats while I'm out and about. And hope you're all well. Big Baz, hope you're well, brother. The Blue Baron, Gus. If you're not subscribed already, give us a subscribe, people. Look at that for a view. Some view that. But talk to you all in the next one. Have a good one. And like the channel, subscribe to the channel, interact with the channel. And we'll see. I might jump back on in a couple of days or in a week or so for another live, see what's happening. Jimmy Newman and all that. Talk to you all in a bit, yeah? Have a good one.